Hey guys, we are coming to you with more Candid conversations. We want this to be a two-part series about Houston animal rescue issues. To start, we're going to start with interviewing
candidates that are, running for elected positions, whether that be council members or mayoral candidates. And from there, we'll transition into hopefully interviewing some of the rescue community and getting your perspective on things to them.
Yeah, so we really want it to be kind of twofold. We're going to focus on, like Rob said, people running for the November 5th, 2019 elections. And then after that, there will be a runoff for a lot of positions. But after that, in January, we want to shift the focus from elected officials to not only talking about when animal advocates are going to City Hall, but also talking to people in the rescue community, because there's so many different perspectives, whether that's talking to a director of the shelter or an animal control officer or
just a street rescuer.
Yeah, street rescuers.
We want to bring that information to just the general public. I think there's a huge gap between them. A lot of people don't know that rescue organizations exist.
Yeah.
And how much you guys do.
Yeah, and so when we do these broadcasts, please keep in mind that they really are what we call them candid conversations. It's not scripted. We're not We're not scripting this. We're not trying to be
professionals in any way or anything.
Yeah.
We just wanted this to be an open conversation, and that's why we live it. That way you can see the transparency between us, and that we're not editing anything or keeping anything from you guys. And we welcome the criticism, but we also want you to
send us a
aware
message.
Of that.
Yeah, please send us a message. One of us. We want feedback, but we want it to be we want it to be constructive. And so keep that in mind whenever you're commenting. And we look forward to and welcome anyone else who is open to sitting down with candidates running or people that are already at City Hall. I've gone with Rob and Amanda to City Hall, and we begged for other people to come and speak with us, and no one would wanted to go. And I'll go up and make a fool of myself, and I'll ramble like I am now.
I'll join.
Yeah, but we're not trying to be experts in rescue. We're not trying to be experts in politics.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be experts in journalism. Yeah.
We just want to get that information to both sides and to the general public. That way you can make an informed decision when November comes.
Yeah, and this is not meant to be super polished. The nitty gritty, the good part of it is that we are just citizens, which is what the government should be running with. You should have a voice. I should have a voice. Everybody should have a voice, and we're not trying to be some organization that's funded, or get some kind of kickback. So this is our job. And it's not to speak out against anyone who does do that, but this is the raw information. This is the raw interview.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the point of it.
Right. We're not experts in rescue or anything. I've only been in it for a little over a year. Shelby's been in it for a little over 3 years now.
But I've only focused on shelters. I still have huge gaps as far as...
And I'm still learning.
Yeah, we will always be learning, and there's so many of you that give so many blood, sweat, and tears for longer than we hope to even...
Yeah, and we just want to be your voice in contacting elected officials, because you don't have the time for it, and not that we have the time for it, but...
We do not have the time for this.
But we want to be that voice for you.
So please, we're open to constructive criticism
and suggestions. If there's any questions that we missed during the live, or if we didn't encompass all animals and we just kept saying dogs, that's not because we're just referring to dogs. It's animal welfare.
Yeah.
And it was just in the moment during the live, but we do want to bring all animals to the table.
But also keep in mind that with these live videos, you are welcome to contact these candidates individually. You don't necessarily have to do it under our video. We will link under our video or in the podcast. We will link who the candidate is, and you're welcome to reach out to them individually.
Record yourself doing it, and we would love to share your video.
Yeah.
Just get that information out there.
So we just want this to be a collaborative effort. We're trying to sit down with as many candidates as we're able, with time constraints and the election coming up, and just what we're physically able to do.
We don't do anything special. We just send them an email, and more often than not, they get back to us, and we're able to collaborate on time and finally coordinate and meet.
Yeah, and if a candidate is not able to find the time to meet with a constituent, that shows you a lot, especially whenever it's something relating to animals and you go in professionally and say, hey, would you like to sit down and talk about animal issues? If they turn that down, especially if you're a constituent for their district, that says a lot about, what kind of council member they're going to be once elected. So.
Right. And that's what we want to emphasize. We're not trying to critique this person in any way. We bring someone on assuming they know nothing.
Yeah.
That way, we're starting at the bottom.
Yeah.
And we just want to emphasize the fact that they took the time to meet with us,
Yeah.
for animal welfare.
So it's not just about us learning where they stand on animal issues. It's also about informing them, and it's also about being able to hold them accountable for,
Right.
If and when these people are elected to office. So it's a back and forth conversation. When we've said this before, but we'll say it again. These really are candid conversations.
Yeah.
Please keep that in mind.
And if you have any suggestions, please let us know.